Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Sold Soul for Heretic on the Valor Smite-Meister difficulty played through GZDoom. We are doing all levels with a 1 star, and this is E1M4, Mire of the Wyverns. Let's begin. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. The pronunciation is weird. But anyways, Wyverns, whatever. We start off in the cave where we were before, from the end of the last level. And we're going to go into this cave and do some sneaky time bomb placement. You can also do it over here. Now let's use the Oven 1 to finish off the rest of these guys. Or at least finish off that Were-Dragon. We can continue using the pods in this way now, by just shooting at them. You'll either soften up or outright kill the enemies that are coming close towards you. If you take any damage, you should be alright, as long as you're still alive. There's some crystal vials around, and there's some at the start too. There's even a quartz flask here you can use. We're going to do some strategic explosions. Tactical bombing, if you will. Because once you position the enemies right, you can get some good use out of those pods. But once you're done killing all the enemies, you can grab the Gauntlets of the Necromancer. If you took any damage, you can also grab these 2 crystal vials here. As well as this one. And then we can go right into here. Let's put a time bomb right there and zap him to death. Perfect. There are 2 gargoyles here. You might have blown one or both of them up as a result of that time bomb placement. If not, you can zap the rest of them to death. Either way, once you're done with everything, you can press the button and it will open this area up, but it will also reveal an Iron Lich. So we're not going to deal with him just yet. We're going to deal with his gargoyle buddies that have also shown up. Because they want to inconvenience you and just be a general nuisance by throwing those little balls of fire at you. So let's just deal with them and then go into here. As intimidating as this Were-Dragon might seem, we finally have a crossbow so we can deal with him. And as intimidating as the Iron Lich might seem, we have a crossbow so we can deal with him too. So let's just dance around his tornadoes. You can try to use the pods if you want, but usually I just finish him off with the crossbow. And when you're all said and done with that, you can go into this area, which will have more enemies waiting for you. Just waiting for the perfect opportunity to inconvenience you. But with your trusty crossbow in hand, you shouldn't have too much of a hassle dealing with them. We're just going to deal with the bigger fish, the ones that are just wandering out around here. Then we'll deal with the window dressing. I'm going to prioritize the tankier types, so they don't get in my way. They're also bigger, so killing these big boys will allow me to move around a bit more. Then I'm going to kill the non-ghostly enemies, since I have the crossbow. I might as well get less axes in our little area here. And now, let's finally focus on the ghostly ones. I'm going to use the wand, because I like the pew-pew. And also it hits every single shot, if you can aim it. You can also do the pistol-style accuracy trick. The animation is faster than the pistol, so you can do it even more efficiently than Doom. It's just the Oven 1 is just better than Doom's pistol in pretty much everything. That's the one objective improvement. Its own ammo supply. It has power-ups. All that jazz. Alright, so I'm going to use the crossbow though, since I'm pretty much out of ammo for the wand. Unfortunate, but some things have to be done. You want to be careful with how you shoot the wand though, because its projectiles will probably try to hit the very edge of the upper area there. You know how it is with projectiles in Doom and Doom Engine games. They like to mess around, goof off whenever there's situations like that. Anyways, If you haven't grabbed the ammo here yet, you can do so. There's like 2 crystal, like, geodes here. There's also 1 crystals probably lying around from the dead golems. You can use that if you want to get some more hit scan ammo. But other than that, we're going to go into here and introduce ourselves to a custom enemy, sort of. Yeah, it's the Chaos Serpent from the Wayfarer. Also Hexen. Also Heretic. Well, I say that, but he doesn't have a rider. Anyways, once we dealt with the Serpent, we'll have to deal with the Iron Lich here, who spawns, like, immediately afterwards, or during your little adventure in the caves in there. Once you're done with him, you can go into this area, or you can go to another area over there. But we're going to go into this one first. I can show you what awaits you in that other area in the future, but for now, we're just going to take a little trip into here. This disciple was nice enough to drop a Tome of Power. Thank you. What isn't nice is having to deal with all these fire gargoyles and whatnot. And this area seems a little bit too open for me to just hang around in, so we're just going to open this area up. You can tell you can go into here because of that little corpse by the wall. We're going to press this button, and you'll see that there's a grave here. Ooh, ominous. But other than that, once you're done dealing with all that crap, you can go out into here and get the secret tag, which will give you a map scroll. We're just going to chill around here a little bit, just to get rid of some of this window dressing. Well, at least the gargoyle. Now we can go out here to go a little further in the progression. In fact, I'm going to do that right now, because there's a Dragonclaw here. Now be careful when you're going out there. There's a few undead warriors of the ghostly variety. They will try to throw red axes at you. There are some regular ones that will also occasionally try to throw red axes at you. And you don't want to deal with either of them. Well, you do, but you don't want to deal with their axes being thrown right in your face. As for the rest of this window dressing, we're going to use the Dragonclaw we just got. Demonstrate our newfound power against these guys. You can always use the perfect aim trick. And you can also engage in some scaly genocide, because there's plenty of were-dragons in this area. Of course, the enemy window dressing will try to inconvenience you whenever possible. Usually this part right here will block them off, but there's still like fire gargoyles who will also try to harass you. If you still have that armor, then it shouldn't be too bad with the fire gargoyle. Some of the other enemies, like the undead warriors, for instance, will definitely try to chip off your health in a huge amount if you don't deal with them sooner. The nitro golems might be an inconvenience depending on how high their damage is and how much they hit you. How many times even. You can get a Phoenix Rod here, which we'll use soon enough. And we're also going to open this wall up. You can tell you can open it up because it's lighter than the rest of the wall here. And there's also a little indicator by means of it being like right in front of an area. That's very obvious. It's a secret, and it gives you like a torch and stuff. Some ammo, which is pretty useful to me, especially since I've been using quite a bit of it on this window dressing. I'm not the most accurate shot in the west, so really helps sometimes. Because whenever you miss a shot, you just fire some more. Alright, so let's grab the Tome of Power. Grabbing it should bring in some friends, probably. While we wait for him to appear, we're just going to chill around, like right around here. I think I might have skipped a lineup or something, but... There he is. Yeah, it's another Scaly. Either that or he is just being slow. Well, he's dead now, so... There's that. And you can go into the portal. I'm just going to show you what's in here. Yeah, bit of an inconvenient area. There's another silver shield you can grab here. we're just gonna make our way out. I probably shouldn't have grabbed that shield so soon, but I did anyway. But I'm gonna take the portal there. It'll just send me back to this part. We'll deal with those guys later, but for now, I'm going to show you some things back around here, because I promised I'd show you this other door. Has some things in it. Nothing too crazy. You know, just a few pods that respawn. Now you can use the pods if you want to damage the enemies or outright kill them. I'll try to get some usage out of them, some mileage. We're gonna finish off the rest of the enemies with more traditional style. Now, if you came in here first, you'd have the crossbow. That's why I'm using it right now. Pretty much exclusively. When you're done killing all the enemies down here, if you feel content, we'll probably go down there again in a little bit, because I forgot to grab that quartz flask. You can use the lift like that. You can grab the Phoenix Rod if you're ready for that. But we are also going to go right here, because this little sneaky part is a secret. And we're just going to go into here, you know, take a bit of damage. I should be using the Elven Wand or the Dragon Claw, to be quite honest. Well, that's it. Just gives you a ring. Now you got your ring. You can probably use it at some point. Really, any point in the level. But you can also go into here after you're done with this entire room. Or the other door. I'll show you what awaits in the other door later. For now, though, I'm going to go into here because here's another reason why I went into the other area first. Well, first of all, this place is also full of scalies. But also, this is the other indicator that that one part with the torch is a secret. So let's finish off the rest of these scalies. And just hang around here. Very slowly walk around here, get the secret with the Shadow Sphere. Very nice. Now let's use the room over room magic to get some health. Let's mosey on over into the rest of this cave. And look, it's another friend. Very friendly serpents here. Another Dragon Claw. Potentially the first one if you decide to go into here first. I'll use the rest of the Phoenix Rod ammo, since I've been slacking on that. There's ample opportunities to use it. You could probably even use it here. In fact, I will. You can even try to use it here. No promises that it will actually work. Because you know how the disciples are. They like to flicker around a lot. Like an old TV that's just about to break apart. But when they're just moving around and not firing at you, or preparing to fire at you even, then you can try to blow them up like that. Anyways, you can also hang around a little spot like here to get some stuff like the quartz flask and some more ammo for your Phoenix Rod. And odds are you probably knocked a few enemies down into the murky waters there, because, you know, it's GZDoom, so these guys get knocked back like crazy. If you want a shortcut back here, you can press the switch and it'll just raise up the little parts of that area there. And we're also going to take a little trip into here to get rid of this Iron Lich. I'll use some explosives for that endeavor. And we're going to get rid of the rest of these disciples. Alright, over here you'll see that one banner is blue, as opposed to red being the dominant color. You can tell that it's a secret. And you can use this switch to open up this grave, which is also very spooky. Ooh. Very spooky indeed. Alright. So as you can hear, there's a few enemies running around this little part. We're just going to chill here for a bit, get this Ophidian running around. Because of these guys. Yeah, I'm finally using the heck out of my Phoenix Rod now. Also in here, you want to go in to get some more ammo for the Dragon Claw and also a Morphobum. We're going to save up our Morphobums for a very specific reason. I'll show you later in the video. For now, though, I'm going to press this button. We can't go into this room just yet since we don't have the green key. Yes, we will have to get the green key before we progress anywhere in there. We're also just gonna get out of that room now that we press that button, because it will bring out a number of disciples ready to shoot your face off, basically. And some saber claws too to block your way. But if you get out fast enough, you won't have to deal with any of them. And you can be in a safer spot to deal with all of them. Because the Sparrow didn't teach these disciples too much, aside from, like, the magic thing. He didn't teach them how to position themselves well enough to deal with an angry merchant. Who may be an elf. At least in this one. It's definitely an elf in vanilla. But anyways, once you're done with that area, we're going to take a little trip back to where we were before, because we're basically out of armor. So I'm going to do my classic trick of Molotov CBT. I used one of the sippy juices just in case. But we seem to be in a decent spot for the time being. Yeah, it's been a while since we had some Molotov CBT on the channel. It's very nice to feature it yet again. Since we're playing with vanilla style gameplay, we can still do this. We aren't playing with the Wayfarer's Tome. That's the one thing that I'll complain about with the Wayfarer's Tome. It's less viable to do that than on here. Anyways, that's all said and done with. We can go into this area now. Deal with this rather pesky serpent. And the golem there, too. And there we go. Lovely little journey in dealing with all these pesky little creatures. And look, there's a Hellstaff, too. Something we can use right around here, maybe. Or you can stick with the old reliable Phoenix Rod. At least for the serpent. I'm going to kill the serpent with the Phoenix Rod, and then use the Hellstaff for the rest of these guys. And see, it all comes together. We'll be back here for a very specific purpose later. For now, though, I'm going to show you an alternate path to progression. So if you don't have the green key, you don't have to fret. You can get it right. You can get the yellow key right here and right now. We are going to get the green key regardless, but I'm going to oblige by the true key order. Yeah, so basically you don't have to use the green key for the store. Or you don't have to have the green key to get past the store, basically. It helps, but you don't need it. So when you grab the yellow key, you'll have to deal with some insidious enemies. Yes, the Wyverns. The midwives. We're using the Hellstaff we got to deal with these guys. Because these guys are pretty insidious. And they're good at incinerating things. Also, while we're here, I neglected to kill this fellow. So let's do that right now. Very nice, no? Probably not. Anyways. Let's blow these guys up. And that's be it for them. Gonna grab this for a second. Double check some spots. Make sure we killed everything and everyone. Yeah, that seems about right. Everyone in this area, at least. Might be a few strays running around here and there, but I think it's mostly clear. So we got like half the secrets. There are a few more running around. Or secrets lying around, even. There's enemies running around. But I'm gonna go into this area now and open up the other door. I told you I'd be here. Now what awaits you in this little spot? Well, lots of enemies for one. Were dragons, saber claws. We're gonna put some time bombs for the saber claws. Usually deals with them rather well if they position themselves in all the right spots. Mire got blown up by that. That's how we have the mystic urns. I forgot to open the door. But here's another way you can get the Hell Staff. If you go into this area first. Can actually come in handy for spots like this. Oh look, another Tome of Power. Disciples are being very nice to me today. At least in what they drop. We're going into this area so we can clear it out basically in advance. We're gonna make our life a little bit easier by doing this. Because if you look over here, there's undead warriors that pop in once you cross this line up into this little island here. And there's serpents too. Which are an insidious enemy to fight. With the power of Phoenix Rods and Hell Staffs, you can get rid of all of them with relative ease. Anyways, going into here, you'll see Iron Liches. And they're guarding the blue key, which we can't access yet. We can't really get to it. But we're still going to kill these guys anyway. There's some ammo for the Phoenix Rod in there, which we can use to speed up the process. And when in doubt, Hell Staff it out. If the Phoenix Rod doesn't kill all of them, it'll at least soften most of them up for you. Well, now that those guys are dead, we can go into this portal, which will send us up here. We actually do want to go here. Use a time bomb. Voila. They're all dead. Some more scalies we can get rid of. And some more in here. I guess the saber claws are kind of scaly. Never realized how many scaly enemies were in Heretic's enemy roster. But either way, they're all dead. There's some more serpents here. Some very evilly placed ones, I might add. But if you kind of just hang around these little spots, it can kind of make your life a little bit easier. You're going to have to go back and forth if you want to deal with it this way. If you want to turn and face a strange, dangerous, you can go out there, but in addition to the serpents being there, there are also nitro golems, which will also pester you with damaging projectiles. It's just that the serpents in particular might damage you so much that you won't have time to use whatever items you have. So we use a Dragon Claw to kill pretty much all of them. We can hang around this little spot if we want to get some ammo for the Phoenix Rod. I'm gonna use the crossbow for the rest of these guys. And that's nearly it. There are a few disciples here we can get rid of. We use the pod. At least try to. Yeah, there's two of them. They don't respawn, but you can try to use them if you want to be ammo efficient. Even if it's only slightly. But when all is said and done, you can get the green key. And look, we did it in order. Yes, yes we did. We're doing things in order now. Very nice. Alright, so we dealt with most of the encounters here. There's another Iron Lich, actually two of them that'll await you out here after you've dealt with the... No, make that 3. Sorry. Either way, they'll be awaiting you. I usually associated this Iron Lich we already killed with these 3 for some reason. Anyways, if they drop any Morphobes, make sure to grab them. They could come in handy. But now we're done with that. Grab some apples and go back into here. We're gonna get some more ammo by grabbing the Phoenix Rod there. Maybe some things from the Saber Claws that we killed earlier. It's nice to have either way. Anyways, we're going into this part again because, well, first of all, I'm just gonna grab this little time bomb here. Maybe it'll be useful, maybe not. Might as well grab this too. The Ophidian might not have dropped it for you, but managed to do so for me. But anyways, we're going into here, and I think I'm going to use this Shadow Spear for this part. Because there are undead warriors here. Not too many, but enough to potentially inconvenience you. We're just going to chill a little bit in this part. Yeah, see? That's why I decided to use it. I'm going to use the Hell Staff powered up for these 2 areas in particular. Some time bombs will also come in handy too. And this seems like a pretty decent spot to use the powered up Hell Staff. Enemies will corral around it. Either way, we're just going to get rid of all of them. And we're going to use our Sippy Juice, maybe the Shock Gauntlets. The CBT Gauntlets. You might be able to use the Shock Gauntlets on the Imps there. Or Gargoyles even. But when you're done with all that, you want to open this part up, quickly dispose of this disciple, go into this portal, and you'll be sent through a series of them. This one in particular has some deadly golems in it. And this one has undead warriors. So if you still have that Shadow Spear, you can use it against these guys. It'll make this encounter a little bit easier. But you probably shouldn't be too inconvenienced by it anyway. So that's a secret. Make sure you tag that. And now we can go into here and deal with this nonsense. Yes, I am using the crossbow against ghost enemies. So much for ammo efficiency, but whatever. Sometimes you need to use it in a pinch. Or we're going to use your Dragon Claw for this encounter. At least I am. You can use the Hell Staff probably if you still have ammo for that. Either way, these guys are pretty slim pickings. Phoenix Rod usually gets rid of the Iron Lich here. You can finish him off with whatever weapon you want. If you don't really have ammo for the Phoenix Rod, you can use the Hell Staff or the Dragon Claw. Also works. Probably want to get rid of the Iron Lich, but if the golems get closer, you can get rid of them as well. For this part, you'll have to be careful because there are crushers here. Yeah, crushers. My favorite. They're not the fastest ones either. But the opposite. But we'll only have to deal with this once. If we do everything right. Because we're going to go into here. We're going to use the Time Bomb. Both of them. Get rid of all these gargoyles. Go into here. Open this up. And deal with these guys in here. Grab the bag of holding. Grab the quartz flask. And we've opened up another grave thingy. What could it mean? I'll show you. Possibly relatively soon, even. We're gonna press the switch, hang around here so we can kill this guy. And that's most of the window dressing. Now, you can use the Chaos Device. Actually, I'm gonna use it right now. So I don't have to deal with the Crusher puzzle again. If you can even call it a puzzle. They just go up and they go down. It's all in the timing. That's basically it. But at this point, we're going to dedicate to some straggler cleanup. Some new enemies will have brought themselves out for you to deal with as well. So we're also going to deal with them. If you went back through the Crusher area, you would have found that a portal opened up that would take you back around areas like this. But of course, in addition, there's still some little jerks running around. Gargoyles. Gorgiles. All sorts of ungodly things. We're going to shoot them like fish in a barrel. And we are going to go back into here. Just to double check. Because whenever you do go back into this part, this area has opened up with a few disciples and other things. We are going to have to go back here one more time anyway. Because this door leading to an exit needs the blue key. You can tell because statue right here. And this, too. And there's a portal. Again, it takes you right around here. Which isn't exactly where the green area is. Instead, it's right here. Where the blue key is. Now, when you grab the blue key, you'll have to watch out. Because a few old friends are going to try to stop by. Yeah, see them? Yeah, let's just bring them over. Well, let's break out the tablecloths and stuff like that. Because we're gonna make some choice meals for these guys. In my case, I decided to cook them a Hellstaff souffle. Very hellish, but I think it's an appropriate meal for winged flying serpents. Should be like 3 of them around. But once you're done with them, that should be nearly about it. Alright, so we're going to go back into the area with the blue key. Because we got to get out of here, right? Right? I'd say so, but, you know, might be some issues. Like an Ophidian here, oh no! And that's pretty much everything. Or is it? as you can look by the stats, we still got one more kill, we still got 2 more secrets. So I'm going to show you how we're going to get those. We're going back into the portal, being sent back to this area. Up this stairway. We're going to go back to this little part right here. We can finally use that green door as a little shortcut back into this part. And I'm going to show you why I've saved up all those morphobums. So this secret area will introduce you to an enemy most foul. It is the Death Knight. And what you want to do... Well, first of all, you want to avoid his projectiles of death. You don't want to, like, kill him outright just yet. Instead, you want to use the morphobums. You can try to use the Hell Staff to see if he reflects, because he's basically got Centaur rules going on. Alright, we got it. So let's use the Ring of Invincibility, just to make sure we don't die. This is actually kind of stressful. And we're not going to flip the switch just yet. We're just going to take a moment to catch our breath. Because I spent, like, what, 36 minutes here, and this guy could have probably killed me immediately. Yeah. Heart rate went up because of that. So we're just going to sit around and cluck a bit. Yeah, imagine trying to fight this guy as a chicken. You don't want to. Alright, we got the Ring of Invincibility from this area. Yes, you do have to get more morphobomed in order to go into this little hole here. Because this part is the last secret. And let's finish this guy off. You scary son of a bitch. This is a Death Knight, by the way. Another new addition. One that can die forever. Now he's a dead knight. Alright, if you dealt with this guy, you can use the portal to go back up into this area. But we've gotten all the kills, we've gotten all the secrets. You can go back and get all the items if you want, but I think we're done. Nice texture, by the way. From Hexen 2. Let's celebrate by using the Tome of Power. An egg. A lantern. And we did it. Let's just ascend to victory. Very nice. I think it's very nice. Alright. And that is Mire of the Wyverns, flying thingies. And yeah, you can see the intermission screen shows the final area of the secret part. Very nice. Little touch there. If you went through the portal where the Ophidium was, that was the regular exit, but this is the secret exit. Yeah, we went through a lot of stuff just to get to this exit, so it is quite the ordeal. Yes, that last part is quite a pants shitter if you aren't prepared for it. And even if you are, it'll still increase your heart rate, make you go a little loopy for a bit. We kind of barely made it there, but we managed to pull it off, so I'm proud of that. Yeah, that was how you get to the secret exit, to the secret level of Sold Soul. And it's quite a doozy there. Other than that, the level was pretty entertaining. It introduced us to the Serpent, which kind of spices up the enemy variety, I'd say. It's nice to have some new enemies here and there. Custom enemies aren't always my thing. There are some custom enemies in other WoDs in Doom that kind of feel like dickish, but I think the Serpents are a decent enough addition. They were in Hexen, and you can handle them there. You basically handled them in Heretic. It's a decent reintroduction of an enemy, I'd say. But we are done with this level. So stay tuned for the next one where we go into the secret level, which is Sunlight Altar. But until then, toodaloo.